420 Drum Talk with PATMAN, Patrick J. And we have a special guest today, Mr. Steve Stevens, who's played with Janet Jackson, Chaka Khan, all kinds of great artists, George Duke, Stanley Clarke, to name a few. So we'll be back in a few minutes with Steve Stevens to play some drums for you and answer some questions on 420 Drum Talk with PATMAN. Thank you. Drummers, music fans, we have a special guest in the studio today for 420 Drum Talk with PATMAN. Some people know me as Patrick J. Anyway, my guest for the day is Mr. Steve Stevens.
Go ahead.
Hi, Steve. It's great to see you.
What's going on?
It's been a while. Thank you for coming in.
Good to see you.
I just have a few questions, Steve.
Sure.
I've got your bio here online. And where were you born, Steve?
Panama.
Panama.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Air Force brat.
Interesting. How did you make it here to the States?
The Air Force brat thing.
Right,
you know?
right.
Just
Excellent.
parents going to different bases and stuff, and I spent, as a matter of fact, part of that time growing up, I spent in Spokane, Washington, and Seattle. It was a
Great music scene.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
It was wonderful, man. I learned a lot of stuff up there.
Did you have any musical training in Washington at all?
You know, I had violin, a little piano, violin for 3 years. I was the absolute worst violinist on the planet. Serious.
So you found your drums at what age, would you say?
I think I was 15 or 16.
Oh wow,
and it
late
was,
bloomer.
I got tired of teaching the guitar or the drummer the parts because I was playing guitar by then, you know, and I just said I can do this, you know. Big mistake. No, just kidding.
Not at all. What about endorsements? I mean, do you have any endorsements going right now?
Access Percussion.
Oh, excellent.
I really like them. I use their pedals, hi-hats. They have a snare stand that's unbelievable.
Beautiful hardware.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the best in the business.
Yeah. I deal with them at NAMM show every year.
Right, that was my next question.
Yeah,
Did you do NAMM this year? Did you play?
Yeah, I played and got to hang out with a lot of my other friends who do a lot of big groups and stuff, so it was cool.
That's wonderful. Now, I see over the years you've played with such artists as Janet Jackson, Cheryl Lynn, Montel Jordan, the Platters, Glenn Hughes, the Jerry Garcia Band, Ronnie Laws, Stanley Clarke, George Duke, Robbie Krieger, Kenny Satira, even a Charlie Brown Christmas special and a Different Strokes episode, amongst other TV
Yeah,
stuff.
they should still be paying.
Yeah, they really should, Steve. And I remember also Eddie Griffin, right, several years back.
Yeah, I did the TV show Malcolm and Eddie with him. You know?
Yes, I remember that.
I also was on some shows like Good News. There were a few other TV shows that I did.
Now, who are your favorite artists you would say that you've worked with over the years?
Man, you know what? Everybody's so different.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
It's the last favorite artist really was Glenn Hughes.
Oh,
it was great. I did
Deep Purple and
I did a DVD with him in England about a year and a half ago, and then he decided to get rid of me and get Bonham.
No,
he's in the new group with Bonham and all those guys. You know, making the big money now.
Now, do we want to talk about any of your least favorite artists that you work with or anything like that?
No.
Just kidding. We'll keep it on the light side. Anyway, you know, you can catch Steve all over town. He plays with lots of different artists, from jazz to R&B to pop, different videos online and YouTube and MTV. He's in a new disco funk R&B band called the Groove Shakers. Would you be so kind to play for everybody, Steve? And
yeah,
that would be wonderful.
I'll do a little bit.
Now, is there any kind of pointers you can give any up-and-coming drummers that are coming up, want to make this a profession?
The only thing I can say is, I mean, technically, learning a lot of stuff is amazing, but you always have to remember to keep the groove. You know, always try to keep the groove. That is what's going to get you the
Be
work.
steady, be solid.
Exactly.
Work with metronomes if you have to, because a lot of people use click tracks.
Right, but you got to have your time together. That's what's going to get you the work.
Right.
You know? That's it.
And attitude, of course, plays a big part of it. They want to probably hire people that are easy to work with, like yourself.
Absolutely.
Yes. Well, folks, we're in for a great treat. This is Mr. Steve Stevens. He's going to do some playing for us, and thank you for tuning in to 420 Drum Talk with PATMAN.
Thanks.
All right. Yes, thank you so much, Steve. All right, we're looking forward to this.
Steve Stevens.
just amazing. The ghost snares, the ghost hi-hats. I don't even know what you call them, but that is amazing. Thank you so much for...
I'm glad to be here.
Thank you so much for coming in and playing. And you'll see Steve Stevens real soon around town. If you just look in the LA Weekly, he's playing with everybody. And also the Groove Shakers, which is a disco funk R&B band. But thanks again, Steve. We'll hope to have you back.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you.